Hey guys, this is Marc Goldberg from Marc Vlogs Watches, and I apologize for the the cheesy headphones and microphone that I'm using today. I know typically you guys don't like that. That's a terrible angle, so I'm just going to explain myself by saying I am away from home. I'm traveling. I don't have any of my equipment, no tripod, no nothing. This is going to be a very brief video, therefore. But before we jump into the meat and potatoes of this issue, let's go ahead and get the quick fist wash check out of the way. And here it is. Today I'm wearing the Rolex Sky Dweller in two-tone because I flew to get where I am, and I'm monitoring two different time zones at the current moment. Is the perfect watch for that. So Paul Thorpe has made a video just essentially reiterating everything that I said about a month ago. So look in the description that I will put for you, in the description of this video. So welcome to the club. Paul, you're a little late to this fight, but he's talking about the fact that it is not Rolex policy to withhold the cards in the UK, but it has been like a group of authorized dealers, the Watches of Switzerland group, that started that, and then it spread to other authorized dealers. But this is not a policy that is required by Rolex, nor is the stickers, at least not in the UK. And Paul is reporting that like it's big news, but I reported that like, I don't know, weeks ago. So take a look at my video, which I will link here. But I don't want to just pick on Paul, because sometimes this information comes to you late, and you report about it when you get the opportunity. The thing that I think is actually more interesting is that this is spreading officially to the United States. I've got several verified cases of warranty cards being withheld upon purchase in the States. Now in the UK, it's very typical that they withhold those cards for 1 year. Here in the States, I've got one case where they've withheld it for 3 months, and 2 cases where they withheld the card for 6 months. Now that would dovetail with what I said in the video that's linked in the description here, that my spy within Rolex has told me that Rolex really cares about flipping within the first 3 months of really hot models, particularly in the sports watch range. So that is why this card withholding thing is happening. And just like in the UK, that is not a Rolex required or Rolex sponsored policy. It's just the authorized dealers trying to stay out of trouble, guys, because if they get busted as the source for too many of these flipped watches, they're worried that they will find themselves in violation of the Rolex authorized distribution contract and get their distribution pulled, which has happened to numerous, at least 50 in the United States. Have lost their distribution contract. So, as a word of support for the authorized dealers, it's not easy being in their business. This is a difficult business that they're in. But this withholding of the card is not sponsored or required by Rolex. And I feel like if the authorized distributors would just pick their customers with care, they wouldn't have this problem, and they wouldn't have to withhold cards. So is this going to spread everywhere and become endemic? We don't know, but certainly it's just starting to pick up steam in the States. So in the comments of this video, if you've heard anything like this, please do leave me a comment or a note so that we can kind of start keeping track of this. And one other slightly even more horrifying note, which is there is a case that I know of. I will not identify the authorized dealer, but I know who it is. And they actually are reported to have required their customer to engrave the case back in order to purchase the watch, which is really silly. That's, is that anti-flipping? Well, apparently that was the intent of the engraving, but as most of you know, material can be micro welded into the engraving, and then it can be burnished off. So engraving actually can be removed from the case back of a Rolex. Look, here's what I'm here to tell you. I do not support the flipping of watches. I think you should buy what you are going to enjoy. Feel the steel, guys. Wear the Rolex. I buy this stuff to keep it, not to flip it, particularly in Rolex. And I think that you people should do the same, and that'll take a lot of pressure off these authorized dealers. But anyway, this is what's starting to happen in the United States. What do you know about it? If you've got any information, opinions, thoughts, feelings, hey, let me know. Put it in the comments. Guys, thanks for your time, and please remember to subscribe to this video and throw me a like. It really helps. Take care.